Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. Hi Michael-san. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Sorry for the late start. Like there's so much heavy rains right now, so it's like the internet is like we're okay, but the internet is kind of like up and down. So it's like it's been a little bit stressful to get everything set up and all that, but it seems fine now. So hopefully it goes well. But if there's like a disconnection or something, just like I'll try to come back online, but if not, if not, it's just the typhoon. But everything's fine. I heard that it was downgraded from like a full typhoon to like a tropical storm. So hopefully it won't be that bad. But yeah, like right now it's like the wind is blowing, the rain is falling. Yes. Hi, William-san. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're all okay here. Yeah, I can imagine down there it must be even more rainy and everything. So please be careful as well. Hopefully everything's okay down there. So yes, but yeah, keep okay in the rainy season. Yeah, right now it's already June. Like I can't believe it. The month, half the year has already come went by. So I'm just like, where's the time gone? Honestly, but it's been a good year. Like it's been pretty busy, but good. So for today's live, I wanted to ask like first of all if like you guys had any questions or like things that you wanted to ask. But if not, or like you can ask it as I'm talking about the first topic, and then the next part I can answer some of the questions if you have any. But um, one of the things I was thinking about that it might be good to talk about today was so like when I write in the prayer book, we call it the Goki Nencho in Konko, and it's like a book where you write down like people's wishes and their so you write their name and then their prayer, and then any offerings they might have given. Oh hi Sat-san, welcome. Hello Lupin-san. Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, we call it the Gokinen Cho, which is Gokinen is like prayer, and Cho is like book, so like prayer book or like book of prayers. So we have two prayer books, book of prayers, I should say, because the prayer book, the Nichi Nichi Gasara, which is like all the Norito, is different than the Gokinen Cho, which has like everyone's prayers and wishes, so it's different. But yeah, so the Gokinencho, we have two. We have one for the general like main people that come worship here in person. And then I have one personally for like everyone online. Like I pray at both prayer books, but usually like some people are not really connected to the Kyokai in particular. Like they're not really connected to the shrine. So I just like pray for them personally in my own Gokinencho. And it's interesting because like when I write down someone's name and I pray for them, I can always kind of like it's interesting because like you can always kind of feel like who Kami-sama already kind of knows their prayer and who it's like the first time that they've prayed to Kami-sama. So like for example, like I'll write down one of my friends' name who has been practicing faith like in Tenchika no Kami-sama for like 10 years and like a really long time. And then like I'll write someone who I just met, um, like their prayer, and then it feels kind of different. And I thought about it, like I reflected. I'm like, is it just me? Like psychologically, like because I know this person has already been praying to Kami-sama about it, or is it just like is it like something else? But I genuinely feel that like if you've been praying to Kami-sama for a wish or like expressing your appreciation, apology, or request, I genuinely feel like Kami-sama does receive it and does feel it. And so like when the person does toritsugi, it kind of like it's like reinforcing that prayer and reinforcing that communication to Kami-sama. It's like Kami-sama already knows that you've communicated that to them. And it kind of feels like that when I pray about it and when I read in the Gokinencho versus like someone who's like completely new and they never prayed to Tenchika no Kami-sama before, or they'd never even prayed in their whole life really before. And then you can kind of feel like when you write down their prayer in the Gokinencho, it's kind of like, okay, Kami-sama is like really receiving it for the first time. And that's like really interesting, that's to feel that. And I think it reinforces the fact that like prayer isn't just like prayer in Konko Faith and prayer in like the oldest sense of the word. It's like it's not begging to like a grand divinity or like God to like answer, or like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like God already knows, I guess, like omni what's the word? I forgot. Omniscience, like all knowing. I think there's another way to say it, but it's not like that. It's like you actually have to communicate your prayers and your wishes and like actually express them, um rather than like God already knows, and then you're just kind of like just praying for like just to pray. But here it's like you genuinely have to, or like it's genuinely important to communicate your prayer to Kami-sama, because Kami-sama will genuinely hear it and receive it. Now I think that like Kami-sama knows, like they know to an extent, like our hearts, like what we desire, and like they're, they see what we're up to, and like, we're like, they're just, Kami-sama knows how we live our lives and like what's in our hearts, and like in generally speaking. But like to actually communicate our wish, like our appreciations, our apologies, our requests, our wishes, then Kami-sama can fully know and fully understand what we want to convey, and then they can react to what we pray about, because we're also giving them kind of like permission to act on our behalf. So it's kind of like reciprocal, like that, like ayokakeo, right? So it's like, well, ayokakeo is like Kami-sama needs us as much as we need Kami, but I think it's also the fact that like communication, it's really important to communicate directly to Kami-sama, not just like expect Kami-sama to just know and then just do for us, because Kami-sama won't, like, because we have free will, right? So like if we don't give permission to Kami-sama to intervene or like be in our lives, I'm sure Kami-sama wants to be in our lives, but they can't like force themselves to like be like they can't like control things, or like, you know what I mean, not control, but like let's say, like if you, like let's say you're job hunting, like you're looking for a new job, and then Kami-sama is like, oh, I have like a really, I know these like really good opportunities here, and maybe like I know these people over here, and then I wish I could like connect them to like make an opportunity happen, but I have to let Olivia figure out what she's gonna do and what she wants to move forward with, what her choice is. I have to like let her make her own choices, because she has free will, right? And it's like Kami-sama would be like, even though I could arrange something really good for Olivia, if she doesn't ask me to, or like communicate to me to do that, I have to just let her make her own choices. It feels like that. I'm really simplifying it for like human level like understanding, but like it's kind of like that. And I do feel like Kami-sama will like intervene when it's like, maybe when like something really bad's gonna happen. I don't know. Or maybe it's like, and again, like maybe it's complicated because like, again, like I said a few streams ago, there's like different Kami-samas and different free wills like all clashing together, and it's not simple. And so Kami-sama has to work against that as well. Like if something bad's gonna happen to us, like Kami-sama has to like try to arrange it different, but then like there's a whole bunch of other divine wills and free wills like complicating that. So it's not simple. But if you're like directly communicating to Kami-sama, and like you're directly working together, like as in like I'm asking Kami-sama to help me find a job, and I'm asking Kami-sama to help me make a good path for myself in my life, then Kami-sama can do that for me and help me with it. Maybe it doesn't always work out perfectly, because again, there's not like orchestrating fate, but it does make me also feel relieved to know that Kami-sama is together with me. So I think like I hope I'm explaining that right, but that's kind of like why it's so important. Like when I'm doing the Gokinensho, like thinking about why it's so important that even though I'm praying for everyone in the prayer book, their own prayers have a huge impact on how their wish or their appreciations or apologies can be expressed, or how their wishes can be, like, I don't want to say come true, and I don't want to say manifested, because that sounds like very like floaty. But it's like if you're putting in all your effort to make something happen, that's through prayer, that's through prayer as in like communication to Kami-sama, that's through your own actions, that's through your own willpower, and then through those things in combination, you can make things happen for yourself. I guess that's what I want to say. So yeah, it's not as simple as like just like not praying at all and like expecting Kami-sama to know, or like or just like praying and then not doing anything. So it's like it's a whole effort and system. But yeah, and thank you, Alex. Yes. And Redeem-san says omniscient. Yeah, I think it's omniscient, like God knows everything that's happening. So like if I'm thinking about like cheeseburger right now, like God would know that, like in my own head. but I don't know, like basically like Kami-sama knows, like if I'm gonna use that example, like Tenchikano Kami-sama would know that I'm like hungry, but they wouldn't specifically know